I just made a video of this game, but I'm actually done I left the sound on for the game effects. I thought that wouldn't be a big deal because I thought it was the music that was the issue, but no, it's both. So, God, I can't even have that on. But anyways, let's watch this gameplay again. No, this is just a normal match in Challenger Arena. My latest match. I'm I think I'm like 41, like 20 something. Anyways, he sends out a Valkyrie. So what I was gonna do is just send out my miner, so I can do a couple hits, maybe get like 300 damage in there. 300 mana, that's a good trade-off. Now, because the Valkyrie has so much hit points, I'm gonna try and counter it with something that does a lot of damage. And with the Witch over here, at the top left, I countered with the Valkyrie. Gets rid of all the skulls it summons. And since the Witch doesn't do much damage, and the Valkyrie has a lot of health and a lot of damage per rotation it does, it's just a great counter. 4 mana, 5 mana, we're gaining 1 elixir off of that trade-off. Now, as for the miner, down at the bottom left, I noticed him getting a couple hits in. He actually did more damage than what my miner did. So right then and there is when I wanted to stop that, so I used an E-Wiz to zap it, basically, and change its focus to the E-Wiz. That way it wouldn't be hitting my tower anymore. Granted, I'm back even with his mana again, but right now he's at 10 and I'm at 3. I don't think I'm aware of this at the time, though, but he just used all of his elixir on that summon of P.E.K.K.A. And again, being unaware of this, I used a Witch to counter the P.E.K.K.A. And I really messed up because I actually should not have had the Witch so close to the tower. Should have just been a little bit left. I should have expected something with area damage coming by, considering he set out a tank. Now, the reason I sent that miner there after the Lumberjack died is because of that Rage spell. It'll allow a couple extra 100 points of damage to be chipped off of that tower there. Before I go on, the main problem I had was keeping my troops too close to my tower, where his wizard was able to do damage to them or the tower and do damage to both at the same time. This is something I need to avoid doing. If I avoided this during my gameplay, I would have probably been a lot better off. I could have probably saved the tower on the bottom right here. Now, I was questioning whether or not that Valkyrie was gonna die, so I had my giant skull ready, like just hovered over by the tower, just in case it was gonna reach it and do a little swipe, because that Valkyrie does like 300 something maybe of damage per cycle. It's overpowered, honestly. I started using it in place of the Royal Ghost. Granted, being invisible is kind of helpful, but the sheer power from the Valkyrie and the health that it has, well worth it. I should have zapped that thing a lot sooner. My Sparky could have remained there and finished off that tower there. But I was debating whether or not that, since the P.E.K.K.A. has got so much health, I didn't know if that would have done the trick or not, so for future reference I will be able to know. Now, he did use a lot of elixir, so I was just thinking that I might be able to send in my golem, or my giant skull. I messed up on that. I really should have not done that, even though he misplayed and allowed my giant skull to walk that path. And just a little while back, my Sparky being right next to the tower again, the wizard was targeting it, and the tower was taking damage from that. Now, I have 2 cannons focused on that P.E.K.K.A. there, so Valkyrie and a miner, even being attacked by a wizard, should be able to finish that off. Now, again, right next to the tower, but I did successfully change the focus of the miner to the E-Wiz. So, Yeah, now I send in my tank in the middle. Distract all troops from anything else. And I have my witch over there just blasting away at that tower. Did about 500 damage. By the time that E-Wiz is killed, it'll the P.E.K.K.A. there. Oh, by the way, here he doubles up on that fireball. He went a little trigger happy trying to get the win. That's where he done fucked up. So I decided to use the miner as a distraction and allowed the lumberjack to run in. He could have countered, granted, but I don't know why he didn't. And when he did, my giant skull would have been walking forward. But he could have probably rotated in time to get another fireball on that tower at the bottom left. I don't know why he didn't play that better, but we both had well, I had a lot of misplays on there. He just messed up right there. Anyways, this ends the tutorial. If anything can be better, please let me know. The screen quality of the recording that I put on YouTube, I watch, and it's perfectly fine. And sometimes when I put it on YouTube, the quality of the video goes downhill. Somebody in the comments, please explain to me why that is. I'm just trying to get better at trying to help people out. Anyways, this is one solid game in a Challenger. So, well, anyways, yeah, there's my history. I go in streaks. Usually I win a lot or I lose a lot. I get pissed off real easy when somebody's playing like a coward. So, whenever that starts happening, I get really pissed off the next few games, and then I feel like I need to gain the trophies back that I lost. I'm sure people can relate. Usually the things that irk me are Giant, Expo, and Golem. Just the most pussy strategy cards you can use. It's just send it out there and watch it happen kind of shit. Anyways, peace.